men over 60, I need you to pause for a moment. You've probably been told your whole life, eat more vegetables, and you'll stay fit, sharp, and full of energy. That advice has been repeated so many times, it almost feels like a law of nature. But what if I told you it's not the whole truth? In fact, some of those very same vegetables that sit proudly in your fridge may actually be draining your stamina, dulling your drive, and even undermining your confidence in ways you'd never imagine. This isn't about fear, it's about clarity. Because after decades of working with men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s, I've seen again and again that food, not pills, not injections, not supplements, can be either your best friend or your quiet enemy. And here's the surprising part. It's often the foods you've been told are healthy that end up pulling you down. So today, I'm going to flip the script. We're going to uncover 3 common vegetables you may want to rethink, and I'll give you 3 powerful alternatives that can rebuild your strength, support your circulation, and keep your hormones balanced naturally. By the end of this, your next trip to the produce aisle will look completely different. Let's set the stage. As men, once we pass 60, our bodies change. Hormones dip. Muscles don't recover as quickly. Blood vessels get less flexible. That doesn't mean decline is inevitable. It just means the margin for error shrinks. When you were 30 or 40, your body could absorb more mistakes. Greasy meals, late nights, skipped workouts. Now, every choice either moves you forward or sets you back. And when it comes to food, the wrong choice repeated daily can quietly chip away at your vitality without you realizing it. That's why we're going to zoom in on specific vegetables, not because vegetables are bad, but because certain ones in certain forms can interfere with your body's balance in ways that matter more as you age. Let's begin with soy. Now, soy has been hailed as a miracle food for decades. It's marketed as heart-healthy, cholesterol-friendly, and the perfect substitute for red meat. But here's the catch. Soy contains natural compounds called phytoestrogens. And if you break down that word, it tells the whole story. Phyto means plant. Estrogen means, well, you guessed it, the hormone more dominant in women. For younger men, small amounts of soy may not cause much trouble. But once you're over 60, when your natural testosterone is already dipping, adding daily doses of soy can tip the scales in the wrong direction. The result? Fatigue, lower motivation, difficulty keeping your energy steady in the bedroom. Let me share a story. James, a 68-year-old retired school principal, came to me looking exhausted. His heart was fine. His cholesterol was manageable, but he admitted, "Doc, I just don't feel like myself anymore." He had cut back on meat and dairy years earlier and proudly replaced them with tofu, soy milk, and soy snacks. What he didn't realize was that all this soy was mimicking estrogen in his body, lowering his already fragile testosterone balance. The solution wasn't complicated. We swapped out soy for simple proteins, eggs, fish, nuts, and lean meat in moderation. And a month later, his wife pulled me aside with tears in her eyes and said, "Thank you for giving me my partner back." Now, am I saying soy is evil? Not at all. In moderation, it's fine. But if you're a man past 60, leaning too heavily on soy could be pulling you down in ways you don't realize. The next culprit isn't obvious at first glance. Corn, or more specifically, processed corn. I'm not talking about the corn on the cob you grill at barbecues. That's harmless in moderation. I'm talking about the hidden forms: corn syrup in sodas, cornstarch in baked goods, and especially corn oils and margarines in packaged foods. Why does this matter? Because these corn products are loaded with omega-6 fatty acids. Your body needs some omega-6. Yes, but in today's diet, we're drowning in it. Sometimes 15 to 20 times more than we actually need. And here's the problem: too much omega-6 creates chronic, low-grade inflammation in your body. Think of it like a smoldering fire that never goes out. It irritates the linings of your blood vessels, stiffens them over time, and lowers nitric oxide, the very substance that keeps blood flowing freely, not just to your heart and brain, but everywhere else you need it. Let me give you a real example. Robert, age 62, thought he was doing everything right. He swapped out butter for heart-healthy margarine, fried foods in corn oil, and avoided red meat. Yet his energy crashed, his joints ached, and his circulation tests showed serious strain. We cut the hidden corn oils and replaced them with calming fats from salmon, walnuts, olive oil, and avocado. Within weeks, his mornings felt brighter. His joints loosened up, and yes, his bedroom confidence returned. So here's the takeaway: red labels. If you see corn oil or high fructose corn syrup near the top, that's your red flag. Now, let's move to one that might really surprise you: raw spinach. Spinach is a superstar vegetable packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. But here's the catch: when eaten raw in large amounts, spinach contains oxalates. Oxalates are compounds that bind to minerals like zinc and flush them out before your body can use them. Why does this matter for men over 60? Because zinc is one of the key minerals your body needs to keep testosterone steady, your prostate healthy, and your energy up. Without enough zinc, you feel flat, foggy, and fatigued. Take William, a 67-year-old jogger who started his mornings with giant green smoothies packed with raw spinach. On paper, he was eating clean, but his zinc levels were low and his energy tanked. When we switched him to lightly cooked spinach, steamed or sautéed, those oxalates broke down and his body could finally absorb the zinc. Within weeks, his stamina came back and his spark returned. So, no, you don't need to quit spinach. But if you're eating it raw in big daily doses, you may want to rethink how you prepare it. A little cooking unlocks its benefits and removes the hidden trap. Now that we've covered the potential troublemakers, let's shift gears. Because the point here isn't to scare you away from vegetables. It's to help you choose the ones that work for you, not against you. Here are 3 everyday veggies that can help restore energy, balance hormones, and improve circulation. Beets, nature's circulation booster. Beets are rich in nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, the compound that relaxes and opens blood vessels. Think of it as unclogging a hose so the water can flow freely. Studies show beet juice lowers blood pressure and improves circulation. Fresh is best roasted, steamed, or grated raw into salads. Broccoli, the hormone balancer. Broccoli contains sulforaphane, a compound that helps your liver clear out excess hormones that bog you down. It also supports prostate health. Steam it lightly for 3-4 minutes, or eat small amounts raw. Overcooking kills its power, so keep it crisp.
Mushrooms, the testosterone protectors.
Common white mushrooms contain compounds that block the enzyme responsible for converting testosterone into a weaker form. That means more active testosterone stays in your system, supporting energy, focus, and muscle tone. Saute them with garlic and olive oil a couple times a week, and you'll notice the difference. Before we wrap up, here's one bonus tip. A little-known mineral called boron can make a big impact. Boron helps release testosterone that's otherwise locked away in your bloodstream, making it more available for your body to use. You don't need supplements. Just add raisins, dates, or avocados into your meals. A handful a day can help free up that extra edge. So, let's recap. Watch out for soy overload. It can mimic estrogen and sap your drive. Cut back on processed corn oils and syrups. They fuel hidden inflammation. Cook your spinach instead of eating it raw in overloads. That way you keep your zinc, and in their place, embrace 3 heroes: beets to improve circulation, broccoli to balance hormones, and mushrooms to protect your testosterone. Add boron-rich foods for that final boost, and you've got a natural food-based blueprint for staying strong, confident, and vital well into your later years. Gentlemen, aging doesn't mean decline. It means being smarter about your choices. And the best part, these changes don't require expensive supplements or drastic diets. They just require awareness and the willingness to rethink what's on your plate. If this message resonates with you, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and share this video with a buddy over 60. You never know, it might change his life. And drop a comment below. Which of these foods surprised you the most? I read every one, and your feedback shapes what we talk about next. Let's redefine aging together, on our terms, with strength, confidence, and clarity.